Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vachanam Pangum Nangati Girim Yat Krupa Tamham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarine. Today we'll see verse number 15, and Krishna is talking about the austerities. Yesterday we saw austerities of body, how the body should be used, and so from that we understand like the purpose of body is also to purify our consciousness, and how we can use our body to purify the consciousness. So now today's verse, Krishna talks about the speech, how we should speak. And that's what Krishna says, like austerity of the speech. Okay. Vakmayam. Okay, let's see. Anudvega karam vakyam.
Anudvega karam vakyam.
Satyam priya hitam chayat.
Satyam priya hitam chayat.
Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva.
Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva.
Vanmayam tapa uchyate.
Vanmayam tapa uchyate.
So,
Anudvega karam vakyam. Satyam priya hitam chayat. Swadhyaya avashanam chaiva. Vanmayam tapa uchyate.
Anudvega param vakyam satyam priya hitam च यत् स्वाध्यायाभ्यासनं चैव वाङ्मयं तप उच्यते.
Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam prehitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vanmayam tapa uchyate.
translation and purport. Austerity of the speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. Purport. One should not speak in such a way as to agitate the minds of others. Of course, when a teacher speaks, he can speak the truth for the instruction of his students. But such a teacher should not speak to those who are not his students if he will agitate their minds. This is a penance as far as talking is concerned. Besides that, one should not talk nonsense. The process of speaking in spiritual circle is to say something upheld by scriptures. One should not at once quote from scriptures authority to back up what he's saying. One should at once quote from scriptural authority to back up what he's saying. At the same time, such talk should be pleasurable to the ears. By such discussion, one may derive the highest benefit and elevate human society. This is a limitless talk of Vedic literature, and one should study this. This is called penance of speech. So very interesting, right? So how we should speak also, Krishna is teaching us. So anudvegam karam means actually if someone has done certain harm to us, or that has hurt us, okay, so we will feel bad, or some harm to us bodily or physically, but still we don't speak in a way to disturb them. We don't speak or we don't do any activity to disturb them. Of course, satyam, priya, hitam, they are okay. Means we should speak truth, and the speech should be pleasurable to the next person. And of course, we should speak from the scriptures. So this very practical, right? So uh, difficult to apply in our life maybe. But if we take this as austerity of speech, which will help us to go to mode of goodness or the spiritual thing, we should try. I am also not able to do this. Right? We get angry. When we are angry, we speak anything, and it hurts the next person. And afterwards, we feel I should not have said like this. I should not have done like this. Uh, and but like the words are like there is one saying, right? Even if you hurt someone physically and he gets a wound, that will be cured. Uh, Even if the bone is broken, that can be cured. But by your word, if somebody's heart is broken, it's very difficult to patch up that. Of course, when you are in with your wife or your mother, your family members, close friends, even if you sometimes say some words which are hurting to that other person, if that person knows your nature, he may not feel bad. He may not feel hurt. Uh, of course, here priya hitam. So the word should be sweet and beneficial. So what we say may not be beneficial for the next person, but if he knows our nature, they may adjust. But it's not always that the next person will adjust to our words. Mm. So many times, like whatever problems that happen and that affects our mental peace or our consciousness are mostly because of the words or because of the talk. If the physical pain is there, actually our mind does not look for the mental dissatisfaction, because the physical pain is there and we focus on that physical pain and to cure that pain. But when physical pain is not there and mental pain is there, um, our intelligence, our day and night, everything goes into that. So if somebody hurts us by our words or by some words or actions, and we are not able to forget it, we can understand the pain of that. And it takes not months, days, but years and years. Maybe sometimes it happens that uh, we hurt somebody or somebody hurts us, and throughout our life, in this lifetime, we are not able to forgive that person. And this continues till our last moment. So actually, honestly speaking, if something like this happens, like what Krishna is saying, that still you should not disturb them, and actually we should not also be disturbed, and we should uh, forget. And but practically very difficult because we are not at that level of consciousness where we understand that I am not this body, or whatever the words are coming to me are only words, because our ego is involved in everything. That words become the reality. In Buddhism meditation, there is a concept like what they say. Um, any sentence, okay, what I am seeing is a combination of words. Okay, so if we take a word like mad, okay, MAD, mad is a word that we have learned in first standard, for example. So that as a word does not have any context that it is saying to me or somebody. It's just a word. But if somebody says to us, "You are mad," okay, then there is difference of meaning. You as a word is a simple word. R is also verb. But when this combines together, it gives an indication that something is said to me. And there our ahankar and ego comes into picture and we get hurt. Similarly, when we speak something, maybe the intention may not be bad, but the person who is listening, he may take it wrongly. So what Buddhism, they say, like, if something says something wrong to you or which is hurting to you, so immediately think not as a complete sentence, try to break that into words and just say that these are the words that is coming to my ear. That's it. You don't have to think after that. Okay, the problem starts that when the words go into my ears, and then the mind starts, why is saying like this, why is saying like that. Yeah. There is a problem start. So they say, just let the words come. Simple. This is one way they try to meditate or forget. It may look artificial, but sometimes may be useful. But the main point is, like, to handle these things is not easy. It's a struggle through which we have to go. So similarly, when we do something wrong, we speak something wrong, the next person may be feeling bad, and uh, maybe he or she is adjusting, and going through the pain. And when we speak something wrong or harsh, frankly, if you have a good heart, you will feel bad, and then you have to go and say sorry or whatever you have to adjust it, patch up. So it's all a painful process for both the sides. So here Krishna says Anudvega Karam Vakyam. So even if somebody hurts you, you what it should be Satyam Priyahitam. Talk truth and talk a thing which is beneficial for the next person. Uh, So actually, this is what Krishna is saying. This is tapa. This is the austerity of the speech, and we should try to practice, including me, because my language is also hard. I hurt people by my words, even if not directly, but words hurt. And if your nature is little bit strong and your language is little bit strong, then it may be hurting people. I don't know, but then I have to practice this. That okay, this Krishna is saying this is the austerity of the speech. So, like I am following the different rules that okay, don't eat this, don't eat that, and don't do this, don't do that. So this is also one of the practice that I have to do. Yeah, we all have to do, including me. And those who practice this, those who speak only beneficial for the other person, actually they are very loving, and everybody likes to be with them. And now in this pandemic situation, when we don't have any direct physical contacts or physical face-to-face discussions, we are just talking on the phones, and most of the discussions happening through the different social media, WhatsApp and all, where we write so many things, and we write something with some intention, the next person reads something with some other intention. There's so many misunderstandings happening, and in that misunderstanding stage, when we talk with each other, then there is confusion. So this practice is more applicable to our life, and means I think, like, if we can really talk like this, many of our problems can be solved, and we may be very peaceful. Right? So let us see. I will also try, because I read this now, I remember whom I might have hurt, so I have to patch up, right? So but at least we can try to apply this in our life, and that way, actually, we are not only making a good gesture for the next person, but also we are going towards the mode of goodness, and maybe a better higher consciousness, where we can do the spiritual practice more easily or without much disturbances. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So, any comments, any questions, anything? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow with the next austerity. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.